guys, today I'm going to be installing my 95 Durometer AWR mount for my MAZDASPEED 3. I heard that this is the stiffest motor mount that you can buy, so I went ahead and I bought it. I know everyone on the forums and whatnot, they all say, oh, go and get Damond is the best, blah 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 blah. Pretty much there's a lot of people who really praise Damond, and every MAZDASPEED 3 that I see typically runs them. I mostly just wanted to run these just because I heard that they're a little bit stiffer. No one on the forums that I've seen so far has ran them. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube review them or any reviews at all. So I figured I would, bite the bullet and be one of the first ones to do that. Someone asked me why I wouldn't just go solid mounts, and the reason being is, like, I want something that is still livable, because I do daily drive this car, but I do want it to be very stiff. I know most people who have like a family or a significant other probably wouldn't want to run a mount like this at this stiff of a durometer. I mean, you pretty much feel this thing, and I mean, this thing is a rock. Like, it does not move at all. And also pretty much this mount is like one step below solid mounts. So I figured I would give it a try, and especially since my mounts are completely shot. I mean, you can feel the entire engine move whenever I drive this car. NVH isn't really that big of a deal for me, at least. I know it is for some people. So yeah, this is going to be my install of this, and I'll let you know just how bad the NVH is. So yeah, let's get started. Passenger motor mounts out. Bitch is broken. Like, damn. New one going in though. Bro, these mounts, bro, like, zero lost traction in second gear. Zero. Absolutely zero lost traction, bro. Oh my god, dude, these mounts feel amazing. Like, bro, like, this is the best mod ever. Oh my god. So after having these mounts installed, man, driving this thing is like driving a completely different car. Like, my shifts, so much more crisp. I can actually downshift now from third into second. Before, it would never go into second, like, ever. I had such a hard time downshifting from third into second because the motor mounts were so bad. But man, now it's like perfect. And now I do pulls in second gear with absolutely zero traction loss. Well, okay, there's still some, but like, it is not bad at all. Like, it just feels so much more stiff. Like, I'm so happy that I did this mod. Oh my god. Like, the night and day difference. I mean, yeah, it vibrates a lot, especially going, like, let's say I'm going like 45 in like fourth gear, right? Like 2,500 RPM. Like, right now, it is vibrating. I mean, I'm sure you can hear, like, the can that's in my cup holder. You can hear it rattling around. It's an empty can, but still, like, my whole car is vibrating right now. But I mean, honestly, 95 durometer, like, it's so livable. It's not bad at all. I don't know what people were complaining about, saying this is like, oh, it's too much, it's like a race car. I mean, yeah, it feels super like a lot more like a race car, but I wouldn't say it feels like a race car. It's still like totally dailyable. And I still have one more mount to install, so I'll have to give my input on that once I figure that out. Or whenever I get that installed. So yeah, so far 10 out of 10. I'll do another update whenever I've driven for a while on all three mounts. So guys, this is probably about a month or so after I've had the passenger and rear motor mount installed. After talking to Allie from AWR, apparently you're supposed to have more than just one spacer underneath these, which are these little guys. Yeah, I only put 2 on each head bolt, but apparently, actually, I'm sorry, I put 1 on each head bolt, and you're supposed to put 2 on each. So I'm gonna have to jack the motor up and take this off just so I can put those spacers back on, and then we will be installing the transmission mount, which is right here. I've just been putting off installing it because I've been lazy. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. All right, so this is what I was talking about before. I only had 1 of these on there, and you're supposed to have 2 apparently. So yeah, I just got that done. About to reinstall the passenger motor mount, and then we'll move on to the transmission mount. I just got all 3 mounts installed. Just finished up with the transmission mount down there. But yeah, absolutely no engine movement whatsoever. Before, like, this whole thing was like, now nothing. Just completely smooth. Alright, we're gonna go take it for a drive. You know, interesting enough, now that I have this transmission mount in, I can tell that my throwout bearing or my pilot bearing, my transmission is going out. Now that I can actually hear my transmission and what it's doing, because it's not disconnected from the frame. So now that if I push my clutch in, I don't know if you can tell. So that's clutch out, clutch in, clutch out, clutch in. Yeah, like I can hear things so much better now. Like my transmission whine, like it honestly sounds really good. But you can hear my entire, like what, I'm 3,500 RPMs. You can literally hear everything in my car shaking. But I mean, to be honest, like, if you care about that, then like, yeah, don't get these mounts. But in my opinion, I can put up with it. You know, like that's not a big deal to me. But if you care about, like, you know, NVH and all that crap, yeah, definitely don't get these mounts, or at least these stiff of mounts, because man, they are pretty brutal. But you know, eventually I'm going to get a catless downpipe. You know, a whole exhaust. I'm gonna get, you know, a louder sound system. Car's gonna be lowered, so like once everything is done to this car that I want to do, whether or not I have soft engine mounts or not is going to be the least of my concerns. You know, at that point, that level of modification, like, it honestly, you know, it does not matter. You know, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be, you're gonna hear everything on the road. You know, if I get some RPF ones with some low profile tires, like, you know, coilovers, all that stuff is going to introduce road noise, everything. So, in all honesty, I don't think this is gonna be that big of a deal. And over time, these mounts, they are gonna, you know, they're gonna settle in. They'll get quieter. So I'm perfectly content with them. They do exactly what I want. Downshifts are so amazing now. Like the rev hang is not nearly as severe anymore. Like for instance, going from second into third, I would have to sometimes wait a little bit after pushing in the clutch for the RPMs to drop and then put it into third. Now, like I can do it almost immediately, which makes it feel so much more crisp. Favorite mod I've done so far. You know, downshifting. Whenever I would try to downshift from third into second, it would lock me out of second quite frequently, and like downshifting into second felt almost impossible sometimes. And now it's like it goes into second every single time. No more lockout, like nothing at all. Just smooth, crisp, like just everything feels tight. Like it just made driving this car so much more fun now that I can actually downshift to a stop instead of just, you know, going from fifth to fourth to third and then stopping because I couldn't go into second. Now I can go into second while downshifting. And I haven't taken this to a track yet, but I'm sure once I do, you know, having these engine mounts is going to be like, you know, crucial for being able to downshift properly, and just do things like that. But man, this car, like it just feels like a whole different animal with these mounts in. I mean, you can, 3,500, okay, we'll go down, like 25 to 3,000 isn't so bad, but man, past 3,000, oh my lord, that is a lot of vibration. You can hear that. You can hear my voice changing from all the vibration. If, you know, my chairs kind of feel like a, look at my camera, you know. My chairs feel like a, you know, massage chair, but honestly, it makes this car like, makes every time you drive it like an event, if that makes sense. Every time I, you know, go out to drive this car now, it's like I'm so excited to drive it, you know, being able to downshift and whatnot. And yeah, it's just, honestly, I love these mounts. I love this car, to be honest. And like, man, like no spin. I mean, I'm sure there's spinning, but like, man, it's just so smooth, so much smoother. I could put up with some vibrations for everything else that these mounts do. Like, man, it is amazing. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be about it. If you guys like the video and you guys want to see like more speed content, I plan on doing a whole lot of mods to this car. It might take me a while to actually build this car though, just because of money and time constraint. But I'm definitely going to build it. It might take me a while, but it's gonna happen.